All right, so I'm recording this video in order to deliver my final project for CS50 Introduction to Cybersecurity. I did choose the following topic, Shadow AI. This topic or this news was set on July 24, 2026. So my name would be Fernando Jesus Gomez Fuentes, and today's date is 24/7/2026, as stated. And I'm from Proyect, but my EDX username would be Fernando underscore 1693, and my GitHub username would be fer-color-web. So, what is Shadow AI? Well, it was something new for me and it was really interesting. And why did I choose it? It's because it's really something that is happening nowadays. So it's based on the other idea of shadow IT, which means where when employees use technology that the companies is not allowing or the company's IT department is not allowing. So that could be a problem. And they sign up for random AI websites or websites at all with their work email or their personal accounts without knowing how secure these sites are. But nowadays, it's more common to use employees sign up for AI websites. So this concept follows four ordinary behaviors according to the news. First is signing up for a useful AI tool. Like, many people nowadays is just looking for an AI tool that can help them to solve their problems. Then, in order to get into this AI tool, they use a personal account that can trigger some bad malware that we're going to see that in the future. And then when the browser asks for extensions is when the things dangerous happens because the browser starts asking for extensions, for example, to access to their username, their mail, different things. And nowadays, people just clicking on agree without knowing the danger that this can like drive to or bring. And O A out. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm going to say O out. It's a fourth behavior. It's basically when the browser is asking the user um, to, for example, you want to sign up with Google or you want to sign up with your work email. Um, we have been seeing this in different websites, and in this case, this is happening as well in order to sign up more easily into these AI websites, so to speak. Then, why I didn't consider that this is a real problem? Well, actually, I don't think that a real problem is the AI nor even the employees' behavior in many cases, not in every case, but in many cases. But I think that the problem is that when the employees are signing up for these websites, for these AI websites, the company does not really have an option or a protocol to follow in order to know how their data is being managed. So they cannot keep track of these sites. That is what is called shadow AI. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Here. Okay, so what possible solutions to this problem I suggest? Okay, first I would like to offer two solutions. First, a technical solution. Through the course, I did learn about passkeys and their difference between passwords. I think that through passkeys involved with HTTPS protocols and principles, it is possible to have the data be more secure. In that case, if there is an hacker, if there is an adversary trying to get into the data, it's going to be harder for them to see what is the data, to actually see what are the data compromised. These can be passwords, usernames, or else, but if we are using passkeys for this, it's most likely that the permissions are going to help protect the data. maybe um, the company itself is not going to have a specific track option or a specific track protocol following this solution that I'm offering, but this solution helps mostly blocking or protecting the data rather than helping the company to have a track of this real problem nowadays. And another thing that I offer as a solution is a social solution. I've been talking about social engineering. I think that training employees to actually know what is a OAuth permission request can help the company to lessen the loss that these AI websites can bring to them. So through these two methods, I do consider that shadow AI can be managed and controlled. I think that this is not that it's not like a very technical problem. It's not like programming problem or developer problem, so to speak. It is most a social problem because people does not know how to identify exactly when a website is legitimate or when a website is secure. So I think that training them by these things, by helping them recognize where actually they are going when we're clicking, they can recognize that a website or HTML server so does not have malicious malware, malicious JavaScript in them. So I think that many of the problems nowadays are not related to hacking problems, at least the most common ones, but it's most about social problems because people usually does not know how this work and how dangerous could be for them to sign up with their work emails into AI websites that are not authorized by the company in order to, just have a more easy life in their works or jobs, so to speak. So I think through these two techniques, it's possible to solve this, in special passkeys, because uh, I was learning most companies are using passwords nowadays. In the future, maybe passkeys are going to be implemented more and more and more at some degree that there is not going to exist passwords anymore in the world. But today, only passwords are a very dangerous approach for companies if a hacker or an adversary manage to sign up their employees through AI websites, tricking them by saying, oh, by this AI tool, I'm going to manage your job more easy, so to speak. So I think using passkeys is going to help people identify these kind of problems. And this would be my video. I hope I did myself clear explaining this topic. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for the opportunity to learn through your free course at CS50.